a hell of a day, man.
Man, this is the craziest day I've had in a long time, but it's getting ready to get even better.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
We got special guests and some Octomore.
There we go. People,
What's going on? It's all good, man. How you doing today?
Doing well. I'm Brent.
I'm Fared.
We are
The Spirits Brothers.
with guests. With guests. We have guests today, people.
We have special guests today.
Yes, we do.
Yeah, we do. To my immediate left here, we have the internationally renowned Hood Sommelier. People refer to him as Jack, and we are trying to represent Omaha in the house today. Say hello to our subscribers, Jack.
Hello everyone, how's it going? I'm Jack, I'm the Hood Sommelier.
And we also have another very special guest, Sid, not the entertainer. And Sid is one of the most knowledgeable people that we all know as it comes to the issue of single malt Scotch. And Sid, say a few words to the people.
Hello, Fred. Thanks, Fred. I'm Cedric. Thanks for the wonderful and very possibly overrated introduction I've ever heard.
You know, you could always leave, man. We can keep our ratings up.
I enjoy my Scotch.
Well, for this episode, you know, Hood got us something here special we're getting ready to work with in the black canister here.
And let me just say this too. I don't know how much of our producer extraordinaire is going to be able to pick this up, but we actually are recording in front of a live studio audience.
Yay!
And we are at one of our favorite haunts, the Safari Cigar Lounge on 132nd and Maple in Omaha. Thanks again to you, Big John, for everything that you do for us. And we thought it'd be a really, really good idea to broadcast this particular episode from this particular location. But Jack, you brought the Octomore today. Tell us about it.
So this conversation started a while ago when we were talking about which region of Scotch does everyone has a palate for. And I'm an Islay guy, and I believe Brett and I agree that we are Islay guys.
They peat heads.
we are proud peat heads.
And Sid's a peat head.
Very much so.
He's also.
We just got one issue here. One guy's a problem.
Oh, yeah.
We ain't gonna worry about that.
I like me some P2 people. Don't let these people get it twisted with you. I like some P2.
This man here is a newcomer.
He got to come over.
Yeah, we are trying to bring him into the right side of single malt. Right?
Jack, my subscribers know I love me some Port Charlotte. They already know, man. So
actually,
our audience.
the reason why I brought this bottle is you and I actually met originally on a Zoom made by Bruichladdich.
Okay.
Yes, we
Today,
did.
we are talking about Octomore. Octomore is from the house of Bruichladdich. It's an annual release. Usually at the beginning of October is when they release Octomore. In 2020, they released the Octomore 11.1, 2, and 3. But this year, 2020 was actually a special year because they had a chance to have their 10-year.
Is this 2020 or 2021?
2020.
Okay.
So they had their 10-year Octomore.
Okay.
That was actually part of the set this year.
On the shelf then?
No.
From last year?
No.
Okay.
So it was quite limited. It was the 10-year was for the most either from the distillery or you could actually get it straight to with the set.
All right.
So for people who may not know, and you might want to explain the whole concept of ppm and peated, but in layman's terms, as I understand it, this particular spirit is considered one of the highest levels of peat that you can have on any particular spirit. Am I right about that?
You are correct. So Octomore is probably, Bruichladdich pride themselves on having the most peated or the heaviest peat of single malt in the region of Ireland. I have to agree with them. they're very transparent on the amount of peat that you have. So if you look on every bottle of Octomore, they have ppm, which is peat per liter, on it. And this one particularly, out of the whole release of the Octomore 10 or 11, is 208 ppm.
208. So I'm not gonna lie, that doesn't mean a whole lot to me, except it sounds like a lot, but from a comparative standpoint.
So average bottle that people think is peaty is Lagavulin.
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 I like me some Lagavulin. What's
So,
the ppm on that?
Lagavulin average a ppm of between 80 and 90.
This is twice as much.
This is twice as much.
Okay. So for all you people who don't like the medicinal, iodine taste of single malt Scotch, y'all just live vicariously through us right now, because this is not where you want to start out with.
And this is even kicking it up another notch above.
Correct.
This is way up there.
And I also, when I usually teach people about Scotch, I don't like the words that you've used right now.
What
Because those words wake up and chose violence. the single malt world. The reason why is because everybody hear peat, and the first thing they say is iodine, medicinal. Those words are violence.
Those words are the words that people who are uninitiated use when they describe their tasting experience.
Now
Jack.
let me
I'm just saying.
Okay, what word would you
let me
use, Jack?
bring welcoming words that describe this.
All right.
Imagine walking into your family barbecue. Fresh cut grass,
Burn ends?
meat, burnt ends on the grill with that smoke. I know. That's why this is the best thing, right? Because it's fresh cut grass, burnt end barbecue. Your uncle is burning a little more than he needs to, and you get all that smoke on your left and that grassy smell coming to you.
And that's what we did.
This is supposed it's supposed to transport you to the real barbecue area with some fresh grass and some burnt end.
We can work with that.
So I can't put it on the cut or an actual burn on my arm or anything like that. That's what you're trying to tell me, brother.
So no medicinal, no crazy people call iodine and band-aidy or no. It's literally fresh cut grass and burnt end barbecue. That's
I might have steal that, man.
Yes.
Let me just ask this before we get started with this. I know Brent is a big peat head and Octomore fan, and he's given me some Octomore. I'm sure it wasn't this particular bottling. Said, have you had Octomore before?
Yes.
Okay, so obviously all four of us have had the Octomore, and I'm not going to say that I'm not in the same place where these guys are with respect to that barbecue cut grass note that they're picking up, but I'm obviously willing to give it a try. So I want to say let's do the damn thing. Let's do the damn thing.
Yeah.
Great thing you like about this bottle is the black art of it. You don't know how much you have till it's done. So I love it. Because if somebody asks me how much do I have, I say I don't know. If I pour it and it's empty, that's it. So
I don't know if I like that, man. I need to know what I got to work with.
no, this is the mystery.
All right.
Look at how light that's working.
All right, let's-
That ain't got a whole
All right.
lot of color there working.
No, color is not. It's very light gold color.
Yeah, it is. It's like a hay almost.
Yeah. But if you hold this bottle, if you hold this glass right now, look at the legs on this. It takes forever to come down. Let's keep in mind this is also cast strength. So
What is the ABV on it?
the ABV on this bottle is 50. Let me make sure it's 54.3. So we are talking
109 proof.
109 proof.
Okay.
So Jack, when you say it has legs, can you explain that?
So every time you actually have a spirit, the easiest way is to rotate the spirit around the glass
Right.
and just wait for it to actually come down. The more alcohol or the heavier the spirit is, the slower it takes for the alcohol on the edges to come down. Those are called the legs of the spirit.
Okay.
The less alcohol, the faster you will see the spirit dissipate and come back to the bottom.
Ralphie.
Does
No,
distillation method play into that?
wait. Brent just said Ralphie. Ralphie says something different. Ralphie says that the legs, the slower it comes down, that's an indication of how old the juice is. So if it comes down fast, that's an indication that the juice is a younger juice. If it's coming down slow, then that's an indication that the juice is aged. I mean, is that consistent with what?
Yes, but for me, it's always been about alcohol content. Because the more alcohol you have somewhere in the spirit, the legs takes longer legs. So that's one.
And that's the same thing with wine.
Yeah, some people.
Because of red wine, that's what you're gonna mostly relate that to is red wine in the glass and how
Some people
it
describe it as being sexy. Right?
Yes.
Long
Yeah.
legs.
Yes, long legs. On
Yes.
red wine.
Let's get on some nose.
All right.
Who knows, fellas?
Now, before we get to the nose, I've been getting on Fred. Fred is a cigar man.
Very much.
So I always, right here in front of us.
Oh, it's happening, people. We gotta dab it off Nicaragua. It's getting ready to, it's going down.
I tell Fred that for me, the reason why a cigar is okay with a spirit I've already tried is because I'm familiar. I can discern between the cigar influence and my palate. But if this was a new pour, no cigar allowed on set. We'll taste it the right way, and then we can go for this.
Because you and I were talking about
Yes.
that earlier, where I don't like to have the smoke because it interferes with my olfactory in the sense of smelling it and enjoying it and pairing that with my tongue.
Well, my cigar is my palate cleanser. So
Again,
and we
I don't belong to this channel.
we-
This is these two.
This is the House of Spears Brothers. So, but I'm gonna let y'all get y'all nose
And here's
on.
my cigar right here.
I'm gonna let y'all get y'all nose on and y'all palate on before I get to my stick. But I promise you it's coming.
Fresh grass.
Very much so.
Fresh
Yeah,
grass.
I get that. I get
I
that.
can get a little citrus here.
Yeah.
Very
Light
light on the
citrus.
nose, light
Yeah.
citrus.
Amazing fresh cut grass. That's all. It's like I'm slipping in the bed.
Yeah.
You know, you're talking about the high ppm over 200. I mean, nosing it.
You're not.
No,
You're not
you're
really
not
picking up.
getting it. You don't
You're
get
not
it
really
at
picking
all.
up like this is going to be really peaty.
Correct.
You're not getting that really at all.
No, honestly, I mean,
You won't have guessed that it was really high peat.
no, you would not. I mean,
Not from nosing it.
from as opposed to like I'm a big Arbed guy, quarter of reckon. When I put that on my nose, even before I put
You
that
know
to my
it's
nose,
there.
you
You
know
know
it's
what it
there.
is, yeah.
It's rolling in
Octomore
there.
has a tendency of sneaking up on you more than
I didn't want to say anything. I
But
wanted
that's
people to try it.
Octomore,
What did he got us into?
it gets you to the point that when you're nosing it, it doesn't show what you're getting ready to get into.
And there's another
Yeah.
thing we have to bring to the audience is that you guys need to understand that each distillery have their own peat.
Yeah.
So there is peat bugs that are different on island.
Yeah.
So Ardbeg peat bug, Bruichladdich peat bug, Lagavulin
All
are all different.
Yeah.
So if peat really is about seasoning, you know, whomever use paprika
Yeah.
and whoever using red pepper,
Yeah.
and those cannot. They're all peppers, but a little different.
And the smoked
yeah,
paprika
yeah.
and then just the straight
Regular
paprika,
paprika,
so.
yeah.
Well, let's get on some taste, fellas.
That's what I'm thinking.
Cheers.
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 Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. It's so much sweeter than it noses. And you don't get nearly, the citrus comes out even more.
Yeah.
It's sticking to the roof of my mouth.
That's because it's got a nice long finish on it.
Yeah, and it is very barbecue-y.
Oh, is it? Oh, is it? Fred?
It's almost like you're drinking beef.
Yes.
Well, now that,
It is.
now that Hood, you said that, I can relate that back to the barbecue.
Yeah,
But it's
Not the saucy one, more
No.
like the meat
yeah,
itself.
there's just smoked meat.
Yes.
And right now it's not nearly as peaty as I would have thought it would have
Correct.
been.
Yeah, I
for
would
the
agree
count
with
that
that.
it is.
Where the
I
peat
agree with
actually
that.
is hitting you is here in the
back.
finish,
In the back,
Yeah.
yep.
not at the beginning. The
And it's
beginning
subtle.
give you all the sweetness.
But it's
Yeah.
just not there. It's just so sweet. And
Yeah.
The citrus is so much there.
Yeah.
And it's like I don't know, it's almost like you smoked, when you put lemons on the grill and you smoke them and you get that, it brings out the flavor of the lemon. And that's what it's tasting like right now. That's very good.
It's a very long sweet. It's not an intense or an immediate sweet. It just rolls the
Yeah.
entire experience down your tongue.
Smoked lemonade.
Yes, very much so. That's
Yeah.
fantastic.
Lemonade.
Yes. It's a smoked
Smoked
lemonade.
lemonade, that's an interesting note
Yeah.
to pick up. But actually, I can see that though with this.
Yeah.
Smoked lemonade, that's very, very interesting.
It's sweet enough, not too sweet. It's
No.
sweet enough.
Now, all you guys have mentioned sweet, and it is sweet, but this is not syrup.
It's more honey.
It's not
Honey,
yeah.
honey,
It-
honey sweet.
It's a light honey sweetness. It's not cloying. It doesn't like lay and and hug your tongue. It
Yeah.
just kind of lets you know
You know,
it's there.
there's
It's
something
impressive.
nice there.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
And there's an earthiness to it that I very much enjoy.
You know, when we're talking about drinking a spirit that has one of the highest levels of peat based on them measuring ppm, this is, to me, very approachable if you like Islay Scotches and stuff. This is not like in a different category or a different world
Like
than I
Octomore
thought it would
usually
have been.
is.
Yeah.
There's a lot of Octomores that are.
This is easy drinking, actually.
Very
If you
easy.
like,
Very much.
if this is easy drinking, if you like Islay Scotches and stuff.
They wanted to make this one. I listened to the master distiller talk about it, and he said we wanted to celebrate the 10 years that we've been having Octomore,
Okay.
and we wanted to bring out one of the spirit that were so easy to drink, which they originally made it with enough peat, but they didn't want people to pick up the peat.
Got it.
Is enjoying the peat, because somewhere is like walking into a place that is smoky.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, it is smoky, but once you walk past the smoke,
Like
you just enjoy
yeah. You're
it.
in the smoke room of
Correct.
the barbecue
Correct.
house.
Correct.
That they're smoking. So if you don't mind, how much did that bottle run?
So they're all of them actually were 179 pounds,
Okay.
which is about $200.
Yeah. Yeah.
But now, after it was released, I think October 1st of 2020 is when they released it.
Okay.
That first day, 1 and 2 was sold out. Two went to travel only now. So unless you're traveling aboard and go through customs, you cannot pick 2. And 10 was limited release.
Okay. Well, you know, look, Hood, thanks for bringing it in. Appreciate you.
Absolutely.
Sid, thanks for stopping in with us. You know,
Appreciate y'all.
Always a pleasure.
Yeah.
It's been a pleasure. Hey, like, subscribe, hit the button, hit the like. We appreciate it. Hey,
Keep raising the bar, people.
we out. Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Where we at, Sid?